Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Friday early evening episode of Ted's Brew Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Now, I've decided that until the lockdown is over, that I'm going to do 2 episodes of Ted's Brew Cellar a week, just because I don't want to go out too much, to get too often to sort of like get subjects of alcohol for reviews for this series too often, in order to risk myself getting ill with the virus that we shall not name. So I'm gonna, for the time being, probably for while this lockdown is going on, maybe it'll probably continue, I'd say maybe for like the next couple of months. So for like the next couple of months it will just be 2 episodes of Ted's Brew Cellar a week, like a Friday, maybe like a Saturday episode as well, or either a Friday and a Sunday episode. So do keep that in mind, if in case you're kind of worried about the sort of lack of as heavy amount of sort of episodes as there is going to be over the next few weeks. It's not going to be forever though, so when this lockdown ends, it's back to at least 3 episodes a week. So do stay tuned. And let's get on to the subject of today's meeting. So, today we're going to be taking a look at an ale, or at least a sort of brewing company and brand that I've tried the ales of quite a few times before, and that I do really enjoy. Very quintessentially sort of like British ales. Although, what I quite like about this brand is that they're a good cross between sort of like old traditional British ales and sort of like more modern, not craft ales, but just more modern general British ales. Today we're taking a look at Whitstable Bay, or more specifically the Pale Ale by Whitstable Bay. They have a few ales. There's Pale Ale, I think they do a Red Ale as well, which is really nice, and a couple of dark ones as well. And so I'm probably going to review all of them at some point. We're looking at the bottled version of Whitstable Bay's Pale Ale today, which is refreshingly light with lively citrus aromas. Whitstable combines old seaside charm with a modern bohemian vibe, and this is reflected in the Whitstable Bay collection. This first quenching pale ale is inspired by brisk walks along the beach past the iconic Old Neptune, which is I believe it's a pub featured on the front of this bottle here, and is crafted using aromatic Challenger and Styrian Goldings hops, delivering a fruity, refreshing taste. So, pale ales can be a bit up and down, but I'm willing to give this one a try because Whitstable Bay have treated me so well in the past, and their ales are generally like pretty consistent in terms of like just general quality. So, yeah, today we'll be taking a look at Whitstable Bay's Pale Ale, the bottled version. I'm not sure if they do canned version. I think I saw somewhere in like a pub right in a crook part of like right in an armpit of like somewhere in the countryside that like they did do draft versions of their ales, but again I'm not really sure, so don't quote me on that. If they do, I'd definitely be interested in trying that though, because I know I've definitely tried their old red ale and also one of their dark ales before, and those have been pretty good. So yeah, I'm willing to give anything by them a go. So let's give up. It's got a nice ambery light colour, as you can see, so let's give it a sniff to give ourselves a hopefully good first impression. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely more like a this one's at least is definitely more like a classic British ale. It's got like the colour of a more modern one, but it definitely looks like a classic, smells like a classic one, I mean. So yeah, I'm going to give it like a 7.5, a 7 out of 10. I think a 7 out of 10. It's not a smell that blows me away, but it's nice. It does smell nice, and it gives you a good first hopeful impression. So, as always, bottoms up. There is a weird mix of fruity tastes at the end when you swallow it down, but I don't know if I could say it's citrusy. It's quite easy to go down actually. It's very palatable. And the flavour is quite smooth. It's not a massive amount to the flavour though. But it's funny because, like, even though the flavour isn't really that dynamic, and I think that it doesn't really taste as you would expect a pale ale to taste, or at least a modern one anyway, the flavour is nice and simple enough that you feel like it could be quite refreshing. After a day of hard work, you just have a room temperature pint of this old stuff with some pork scratchings and a reading of, you know, your favourite newspaper while you're overlooking your local fishing town's bay, outside on the decking at your favourite pub. Like, that's the image, that's the mental image I get when I'm drinking this, and it definitely fits the bill of that quite well. It is more of an old-fashioned style pale ale, so for those who are looking for like modern craft juicy pale ales, this might not be the one for you, but for people who are into sort of amber ales, bitters and that sort of thing, this is right up your street. If I'm not in the mood for this, it probably is like a 6.5, but if I am in the mood for it, it's probably like a 7.5. Like, it's just a good all-round ale. And even though it, like, 7.5 isn't really a huge rating, it's a good 7.5, and it's a rating where I would be happy to go out of my way to get this for myself again in the future, and to recommend it to other people. So, yeah, 7.5 for both the taste and the smell. I would recommend it. Probably mainly just good as a decompression / relaxation or a meal drink. And yeah, I think that's all I can say about it. It's a very humble, simple, refreshing pale ale. Apart from the citrusy bit they described on the bottle, it pretty much meets all the notes that they said. So yeah, I would really, really recommend this. Definitely a buy. And yeah, if you guys like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you want to check out any of my other online activities, I'll leave the links to my social medias and YouTube channels, or my other YouTube channels, in the video description below, if you're interested. If you've got any other suggestions for alcohols I should review on Ted's Booze Cellar, or any other kinds of food or drink I should review on this channel, or any other videos you might think fit on this channel, leave your suggestions in the comments section below, and I'll see what I can do. I can't promise anything, but I'll try my best. And until next time, have fun, stay safe, wash your damn hands, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.